In this video, we will continue learning divisibility rules. This time, we'll talk about the rules that depend on the sum of all the digits. So to determine if something is divisible by 3, we will sum up all the digits and see if those digits are divisible by 3. So here's an example. Is 1,254 divisible by 3? First, we're going to take a look at each individual digit. So we've got 1 plus 2 plus 5 plus 4. So we add those up and we get 12. Is 12 divisible by 3? It is. So that means that bigger number is divisible by 3. Let's look at 4,324. We're going to add up all those digits, 4, 3, 2, and 4. That add up to give me 13. Now 13 is not divisible by 3 because it has a remainder. So therefore, it is not divisible by 3. To determine if a number is divisible by 9, you basically do the same thing that you did with 3. You're going to sum up all the digits, but this time, is that sum divisible by 9? So let's look at the same one we did up top, 1,254. Again, we add them up and it was 12. Well, 12 is not divisible by 9, so it is not divisible by 9. 4,311, though, if I add those up, I get 9, which is divisible by 9, so that number is divisible by 9. And finally, number 11, to see if something is divisible by 11. Now, this one's a little bit different. You still are going to add up the digits, but you add them up a little differently. So we're going to first sum the digits that are in the even powers of 10, and then we subtract it from the sum of the digits that are in the odd powers of 10 and see if that's divisible by 11. So let's look at what that actually means. So I'm basically going to add up every other number. So the first ones, these are the digits that are divisible, that are the powers of 10. So this number, remember, was in the 10 to the 0 power, 10 to the 1, 10 to the 2, 10 to the 3, 10 to the 4, and so on. Okay, so we're just going to do every other one. So I'm going to add up all those green numbers and I get 11. Now I'm going to add up the opposite ones, 9, the 4, the 8, and the 1, and I get 22. So now I just subtract those numbers. 11 minus 22 gives me negative 11. You could also say 22 minus 11, and that gives you positive 11. But either way, 11 is divisible by 11. So that means that this is divisible, then that number is divisible by 11. Let's look at the second one. Again, we're going to skip every other one, so let's just look at the green ones. 5 plus 7 plus 3. That's going to give me 15. And now we'll do every other one, the purple ones. 1 plus 5 plus 9, that gives me 15. So now I'm going to subtract them. 15 minus 15 gives me 0. This one is a little tricky. Is 0 divisible by 11? 0 divided by 11 is 0, and I have no remainder. So that's a little tricky, but yes, it is divisible by 11. Let's do one last one. Again, every other one, so I'm going to do the green one. So 1 plus 7 plus 3, and then 5 plus 8. So I've got 11 and 13, so I'm going to subtract those, and I get negative 2, or you could get positive 2. But either way, is 2 divisible by 11? It's not. So that is not divisible by 11.